He did a play like that 2 times today. The first time he got catched, and the second time he got killed. I don't think he's gonna do it again.
Yeah, he should play a little bit safer. Very, very safe, actually, very defensively. So let's see if he'll do it. If he'll try to go for that very fast third again. Here we have CPU in yellow colors in the top position on Overgrowth in the
Yep.
last match of today.
And on the bottom left-hand side from AT Gaming, it is uThermal, the Dutch. Hope it's 1-1 right now, and I'm pretty sure that most of the chat, including our administrator, who's a little bit biased, don't do that, Frank, are gonna hope this guy advances as well as my Dutch heart says he should. But CPU has been fighting, and best player takes it. That's my opinion in most situations. And it looks like he's going for a pretty safe opening with the gateway once again. And uThermal's not opening with a command center first. That gave him a little bit of an edge last game as well. Don't forget that. He's opening with the Reapers once again.
This map is pretty good for this opening. What we see a lot of on this map from Protoss are proxy stargates in the bottom right, or along the left side of the map, right here. Not really a good map for blink plays, but a very good map for both sides, for Terrans and Protosses alike, for drop play. You can enter the main base of the Terran from the north with the War Prism. Likewise, you can enter with the drops from the south into the main base of the Protoss. Basically unscouted unless there is an observer in the air. It's a little bit harder for the Terran to scout an incoming War Prism. You would pretty much have to leave a Viking in the area patrolling there. So this is one of the ways that Protosses can really put some hurt onto Terrans when they start doing War Prism harassment mid-game.
Yep, I was just checking Liquipedia a little bit at the beginning of this game because I wanted to know, like, from the people that advanced already, what races they were. And so far we don't have a Terran making it yet. And I know that in Group B there's no Terran player, so uThermal also has a little bit of an edge there. Like, we want some Terrans into the main event, of course. So he could be one of the first. We also have Revenge from Korea, of course, trying to make it as a Terran player. But yeah, this opening so far, very standard from both players. He is going to lose a probe though.
Yeah, he is. Mothership Core comes out of the Nexus, however, and will chase the Reaper away. Reapers are fast, nimble little bastards, aren't they?
Yep, and they regenerate. They, if they had wings, they would be called Mutalisks.
That's true. My god, that's such a good joke. Right, from uThermal, once again we have the very fast engineering bay with the +1. Hopefully he will not make the same mistakes that he did on Frost. So look at this, he's even now we can see that he scouts a lot more frequently with the Reaper. He really wants to get in. Approximately 5:30, 6 minutes. More like 6 minutes is the time you want to sneak that Reaper inside the Protoss base, because that's when the tech starts going down. In this case, a Stargate. Now, if uThermal cannot get that Reaper inside that base now, I would highly recommend a scan.
Yep, me too. Like, you could see how good uThermal was last game when he knows what's going on, and you could see the game before that how much mistakes he can make when he doesn't know what's going on. So he just needs to identify what his opponent is doing. He needs to know the fact that there's a Stargate on the way, which is very good information. But I think he's gonna scan.
He should. He has for a scan right now. He can scan if he wants to.
There we go. He scans.
Oh, beautiful, perfect. And he can even identify that it's an Oracle being built in that Stargate. So he should start building turrets. There we go, natural and main base, beautiful. This is the strength of this opening. When you go for such a fast engineering base, you can get those turrets up very, very quickly. +1 helps versus any kind of gateway pushes or pokes or stuff like that. Plus, having upgrades nice and early never hurts. And right now uThermal, all he has to do is take a couple of shots at the Oracle as it is on approach to the mineral line, and the missile turrets should take care of the rest should CPU be too slow to react.
Yep, and like you said, that's the good thing from the build that uThermal does, he has very good responses on what his opponent can do. The +1 is always going to be helpful, and the turrets are just going to keep you in the game against some Oracle aggression. He already has the Marines in position as well, and he should not lose too much against this. The Oracle's already being targeted by the turret, takes a little bit of shield damage and main damage, and then goes off. 1 kill, that's nothing.
Yeah. Not a whole lot done there, but the Oracle also has another function, and that is scouting, of course. CPU behind this, he's going with a +1 armor into Colossi. That is really interesting to me. I wouldn't be surprised if he kind of just skipped the range and went directly into Twilight Council and just got like 1 or maybe 2 Colossi without range and go straight for Storm. There is a Reaper keeping an eye out for the third base, of course, because if you do a transition like this, you kind of need the third base as a Protoss.
Yeah, this does make me think that uThermal might be going for a strategy with pulling his SCVs again. That could be the case. He doesn't have a third base on the way either, right? Nope, he does not. There is an armory on the way once again. There are some Widow Mines on the way, which we didn't see before from him, I don't think. But if he starts getting a Ghost Academy, you usually know that he doesn't want to go to the third base.
Yeah.
Revelation does actually show a lot to CPU though.
It does. It does. So both players playing very, very standard, actually. CPU is going to go for the +1/+1 on the Forge when and then go for a Twilight, so he's not going to rush into things by any means. He just wanted to get the armor for the Zealots. It helps quite a lot. Not making the mistakes of warping in too few of those. And he is getting the range for the Colossus, not going to skip that. Third base is on the way. uThermal probably is going to check that and try to deny that. There's a Widow Mine on approach already. Where do we have the observers, I wonder? We have only 1 observer out on the map. Oh, that's not good for CPU. This limits his map vision considerably.
Yep, and I mean, that was actually nice. He put a Illusion Phoenix over the Widow Mine so it would explode, and it did. Will he cancel this, this Nexus? He should, yeah, but he did it at the last moment, so all of his army is going to die, and this is a big win for CPU. 100 minerals for all of these units? Sure.
Why not? I'll take that anytime you can offer. Only 1 probe has gone down. Well, scratch that. It will be 2 probes in a while here.
He actually force fielded the ramp so that he could catch that 1 Widow Mine, leaving the base. There's another Widow Mine he still needs to take care of. Does he have an observer actually?
Yes, he does, but it's out on the map. That's the problem. He did not make a second one. He's making Colossi still. So he won't be able to mine from that third base. That's going to take a while anyways. Oh, good. 2 Vikings take out the Oracles, so that's 1 less thing that uThermal will have to worry about. In the meantime, his +1/+1 finished already. He's got a decent army size here. But against 3 Colossi, not that many Vikings. He's not going to be looking for an engagement. He's going to be looking to avoid an engagement. What I'm curious about, however, he's getting Ghosts, he's getting Vikings, he's not getting a third base. Is he going to pull the boys again?
He is. I think so, yeah. Like I said, once he starts making Ghosts, you usually know that if he is on 2 bases, he's pulling everything he has. I'm still really scared that CPU is going to transfer guys to the third base, and that Widow Mine that has still gone undetected is going to blow them all up, but
yeah,
he seems not concerned about that. Alright, there we go. Observer comes out. That's
finally.
But he also needs to identify the fact that there's no third base, but he did already scout that a few times with an observer, and now we should see the SCVs being built or not. Let's see. Yep, there we go. There we go. Yep, from the main base, they're already in the line.
Yeah, and CPU, he saw this coming. However, that observer has just avoided the scan and then came back, but it did see glimpses of the army moving past. So CPU knows that a huge push is coming, and look at this. Is actually. He still doesn't know which angle this is coming from. Is it coming to the third base or the natural? He's got out of position a little bit. uThermal being a little bit careful. SCV's lagging behind. He needs to wait for them to get to the front. Force fields are going to be absolutely key. Those SCVs need to die instantly. No force fields going down, rather CPU deciding to use his energy on Guardian Shield. Third Nexus falls, 1, 2 Colossi are down, only 1 remaining, still a lot of Vikings up in the air. Could have been targeted down, but not a lot of Zealots to keep those Stalkers safe. CPU pulling back to his natural base. uThermal, this is it. Can he do it? 1 Colossus remaining, only goes down. And this is not enough Zealots to hold this off. This is not enough Stalkers. The gateways are on cooldown. uThermal is going for the win. GG, well played, as uThermal takes the second spot in the live finals from this group. Congratulations.